Hello. This is our shitty podcast so far. Hosts are Jessica, me, Archie, and Antonio. Say hello.
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 Okay, Antonio's a little bit behind. So, the first topic we are going to be talking about is lockdown and how they're locked down where Archie lives and in Florida. So, what are you allowed to do up there, Archie?
Nothing much other than walk once a day, or that's about it.
You
That
can't.
means if you walk twice a day.
Groceries. That's about it.
Over here, we're allowed to. We're still allowed to go outside, but we're only allowed to leave if it's an essential play, like grocery stores, or other essential needs. But that's not starting till midnight tonight, or whenever this recording comes out. How do you feel about lockdown? Do you think it's a good idea? Yes or no, Archie?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if people would actually do it right.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Jessica, you also agree with it?
I mean, I agree with it theoretically, but in practice, they're not really enforcing it. People aren't actually staying home, so.
That is true. A lot with the beaches over here, a lot of people are still going out and still like socializing and whatever, even though, that's a health hazard. I agree with it, but people actually need to listen instead of, oh, well, nobody's actually going to do it.
So I'm going to go out.
Yeah.
Because that's just everyone's mindset, so everyone just keeps going out. And then you cry when you die of coronavirus. So you can't complain.
Yeah. What about you, Antonio? Antonio, you gonna talk? There we go.
Just deafened himself.
He did deafen himself. Hello? Antonio?
I'm trying to figure out these headphones.
Just talk.
And I'm talking.
Okay. Awesome answer.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I have to scream. Into my. Hold on. Don't worry.
Okay.
And stay inside.
Okay, so he agrees with staying inside. While he's figuring out his mic issues, question for all of you. Do you think coronavirus is gonna wipe out the human race because of their own stupidity?
Yes. I hope so. God, I hope so.
Okay. Okay, Jessica.
Well, maybe it wipe out all the stupid people, but all the smart people that actually stay inside and self-isolate, maybe not.
I don't think it will, and I think the media is blowing it out of proportion, and if everyone would just do what they're supposed to, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm not saying it's not, like, severe, but the media is just trying to scare people even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Want to go to the store and mass buy everything, and then everyone else got freaked out because they're like, well, the stores are empty, so
everybody's gonna start fighting soon for food and toilet paper.
I'm gonna start bringing my my weapons to Walmart.
Get off of my steak.
One on my Facebook just said today how like she got in an argument with one of the workers because she bought like 2 of the small packs of toilet paper because she was buying it for her and her family and then her mom because her mom is like older and doesn't want to go to the store. And they were like, "You're only allowed to buy one." And like they were arguing and like about to kick her out the store. Like,
yeah,
she's not like she's buying 20; she's just buying 2.
Yeah. I mean, only buying like a like 2 packages. I don't think should really be that bothersome. Like you shouldn't
Yeah.
like have to fight for it. But if you're trying to buy like like 4 or 5, then yeah, that's kind of a problem.
For the people who bought all of them and then are trying to price gouge, which is very illegal.
True. Archie,
Thing.
are they
Mhm.
doing the limited supplies where you are?
Oh yeah,
She doesn't
limited
go out.
supply.
Whenever you're allotted to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we were like only allowed to buy like what 3 packets of pasta at a time. But it doesn't stop you from doing it every day.
God, they're rationing pasta.
Really?
Yep, 3 bags of
The world
pasta
is
or rice.
ending. It's
Like
confirmed.
you can get like 3 bags of pasta and like 3 bags of rice and like a day. But then it doesn't. People just kind of found a loophole of, oh, if it's only a day, I could go back and get 3 more.
Yeah,
So everything
because
just
I eat
drains.
pasta for every meal of the day.
Who doesn't like pasta, bro?
I know a lot of people are getting mad. Oh yeah, the parks over here are getting closed. They're like
Yeah, here
actually
too.
taping it up
How the
with
fuck
like
can you
caution
close
tape.
nature? You can't close nature.
Oh man,
I'll
well
go out
while
there if I
we're
want to.
yeah, people all the
Hello?
animals are gonna be so happy.
They're gonna be like, damn, it's closed. I can't get in. Darn.
Nah, all the humans are staying inside. They're like, ah yes, time to reproduce.
Honestly, have you seen like all the dolphins and the channels and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins? What?
Yeah, there's like dolphins. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I'm not actually sure, but I think it's like in Italian channels. They like actually came in there when they've never done that before, just because like no one's outside.
That's pretty epic. I don't know if that's true or not.
So my headphones don't work,
I
but I
mean, I hear
have
you just
returned.
fine.
Yeah, I have returned.
Oh,
Other than the echo.
and yourself.
Um, you can't use like your PlayStation headset,
I mean, that's exactly what I'm using. And
bruh.
it doesn't
How's
work.
it not working? That's what I'm using too.
Same.
My phone is literally saying no to these headphones. Like actually saying no.
Dialog box pops up and it's just like no, and you press OK.
Nah, bruh.
It's like, nah, bro. You gotta do something else, please. Just no. No.
This
Anything
just ain't
else?
working out for us.
I just need to work. You gotta stay inside and wash your fucking hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't New York on lockdown too?
Yeah, isn't it on lockdown?
Nah, I don't
Yeah,
think it is.
Yeah, it
But
is
is,
because
and
New
then
York has like the most cases right now in the whole U.S.
Oh yeah. So it's the
yeah,
what? So New
nobody's
York's on
fucking
lockdown.
listening.
Nah, but
Mm.
it,
No.
it can't be because I think I was talking to one of our good friends yesterday, and his other half was around his house. He was with his other half. So how is it on lockdown?
I
True.
mean, just because you're on lockdown doesn't mean people follow it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
legally,
know.
it's on lockdown. It's only
Yeah.
illegal if you get caught in New York.
It's only legal if you get caught. I think that's incorrect.
What do you mean incorrect? It's
It's
only
still
illegal
illegal.
if you get caught.
Yeah,
It's
but it
only
doesn't
You're just
matter
not getting
if you don't
caught.
get caught.
I don't know,
Exactly, it's
but
perfectly
listen,
legal.
don't encourage people to go outside.
Stay inside.
Everybody
Stay safe.
should stay inside.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, no
I
duh,
mean, both my parents are at work right now.
bruh. Oh
One
yeah,
of them paints houses, and then the other one works at the animal shelter, which, I mean, I understand the animals can't just starve to death, so
yeah. I mean, that is an essential business, right?
I
Since it's
mean, I
dealing
don't
with
think it constitutes
live
as one
animals.
that's like named, but yeah, it is one.
So are
It's definitely essential.
psychologists and stuff are considered
Actually,
essential.
yeah, if they shut down, everyone's just gonna kill themselves simultaneously
All at the same time.
all across the U.S.
You're gonna be
I
like, I
mean,
eat.
Mass suicide cult.
I
Mhm.
mean, that
I mean,
sounds
I
like
didn't
a
join
party
it.
good night.
No,
Missed the memo. Sorry.
can't be too dark on here. On a
I mean, I said
podcast.
party. That's a good word. Party is a nice word.
Party is a nice word. God damn it.
So what? Now it's a mass suicide party, not a.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
Gonna do it Kurt
You
Cobain
will.
style, am I right?
I'm gonna get so
No,
fucked
you
up.
know what the
I'm gonna end
best
up in the
thing
grave.
is that's come about because of coronavirus?
Hmm.
The memes. When you go to bed with a fever and a cough and you wake up at Michael Jackson's concert, those memes, those are quality memes. I love them.
Oh my god. And then the ones that are like, uh, 2020 is gonna be my year or whatever, and then you see like War of the Worlds in the background.
Making fun of British people for going on 2 walks a day.
you can go
They
on a
shoot
walk.
you on site. That's what they would do in America. Just saying.
Wait. People are being laughed at because they're going on 2 walks instead of 1.
Yes. Well, no, they're getting laughed at because their government said they can only go on 1 walk a day.
Oh, to be fair,
Is there someone who's tallying how many walks you go on?
the popo, bro.
I totally forgot that I have to push the
Popo
talk, so
Italian.
every time I responded, I walked away from my phone just talking to myself.
At least you're still participating. That's the spirit.
I wonder what do the police even do if they catch you out on your second walk during the day?
Gold them
Well,
over
to be fair,
cup
there's
of
kind
tea.
of a bit of a weird, loophole because they don't know. To be fair,
Watch them just like, hey, I saw you walking earlier today. That's it.
No, that wasn't me. Sorry.
They just start beating the crap out of you.
They run up to you like a Skyrim guard. Stop right there, criminal scum.
In a few weeks, we're gonna hear Donald Trump come on the news like, "All right, you have the right to like just start murking anyone you see walking outside. Just go outside and beat them to death."
But make sure to wash your hands after.
Do
Most
it with
important
the face mask on.
With some gloves and face masks on.
Just got a notification from my school's like social media. It's called Wildfire. And apparently the governor of Georgia only just found out that people who are asymptomatic can spread the virus.
Mm.
So, that's great. He only just found that out today.
I eat, so Georgia's screwed.
Georgia was infected way before South Carolina was, where I
should
am.
probably call my mom.
And they didn't shut down a single thing. They were like, this is okay.
It's just coronavirus. Chill.
I mean, hundreds of
I'm so
thousands of people are
tired of
dying. It's
America.
fine.
It's only small scale.
I'm so tired of America, man. I'm so tired of it.
Me too. And we
You're
can't even
sick-
leave now. Canada and Mexico don't even want us.
Watch it be legal to shoot somebody who's 6 feet who's in like distance of 6 feet. Back up.
Social distancing, back up! Back up! 6 feet.
Pull out the AR. Bro, back
You're in
up!
talking distance.
If someone coughs on you, you're legally allowed to murder them.
Self-defense, bro. I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah, you can't carry guns in New York, so I'm gonna have to just stiff arm somebody.
You're gonna have to shank
Straight
them.
football style.
Hey, if superpowers were real and like, we could like move things with our mind, would it be considered carrying a gun if you're just like floating it around in front of you and shoot someone with it?
Wait, what's
I
floating
don't
around
know.
in front of me?
Gun.
Oh, that's a movie. That's a movie. I gotta remember the
serious?
name. Yeah, they fly. They have the force, but they use guns instead.
Oh, that's lit.
Oh, that's Tanya the Saga of
That
Evil or
should have been what
something.
the Mandalorian was.
Yeah, it's like I think what's his name? The guy from who plays Green Goblin in James Franco. There you go. He's in it, and I think he's in it. He
Oh,
looks
never
just
mind.
like him. Anyway.
I was thinking of something
Close
else.
enough.
Close enough.
How you can't use blasters against people with the force.
You totally can.
Yeah, you totally
They
can.
can just
you just
like
gotta be better.
I mean, yeah, but they can just like mind field force it away.
What?
Oh, one of my lights just went out of my room. GG.
GG.
Not all like force users can like stop a blaster midair, bro.
Well, some of them.
Some of them. Those people you can't use a
And then
blaster against.
Then what if
Even
you
if
use a
that's
real
the
gun
case,
against
just pull
them?
out a second blaster.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Or people with lightsabers, they can just like deflect it.
Well, if it's a bullet, the bullet will just kind of just melt.
And explode in their face.
No, just melt.
About the it won't just all melt into a liquid. Like what about the shrapnel and like
I mean,
the
wait,
only thing you're getting
what?
hit with is a tiny part, the little tip in the front
yeah.
of like the actual bullet. So
No, but then you gotta account for like kinetic force and everything. Like
FX.
just
you
dodge.
just gotta,
Duh.
you just gotta hold through you.
If you're a force user, I don't think it'd be that hard to just like, move over an inch or
Exist.
two. Oh
I
man, I'm
mean-
just gonna move to the left.
I mean, you can say that, but you have difficulty in dodgeball. You know what I'm saying? This is just dodgeball for keeps.
It's just dodgeball, but with extreme punishment.
I don't know who's
It's American dodgeball.
Antonio.
You fucking munching on food, bro.
Tree and Antonio.
Yeah, I take offense to that. I'm not eating anything.
What? I thought it was you.
Oh, no, it sounded like Antonio. It did. I thought it was Antonio as well because I heard it sounded like Antonio was eating something and talking at the same time. It's
Yeah.
like, unless he had his mouth full of dick, but we don't know.
I
Probably.
feel like we might have an inkling if he was.
Hey, hey, calm down. Everyone chill out. Listen, I'm brushing my teeth.
Why?
With his boyfriend's nut.
Oh.
He needs to make sure his breath smell is good for the podcast.
This
You
is
don't-
probably like outing myself as a snitch. I don't know about y'all, but if I see someone post something like vulgar or against community,
Say that again. You
report
kind
it
of
just
cut
so
out,
they can get their account deleted.
bro. Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
I did that to your Instagram, Kyle, remember?
She's out here.
Yeah, screw
marking
you.
People for high
I got
noon.
his
Are you
other
kidding?
Instagram deleted.
Yeah, because she's a piece of poopy
I
trash.
don't do it for people like that I don't care about, but if I like hate you, I'm gonna get your account deleted.
And that's exactly what she did. She hates me. You hear that? She's off the podcast.
No, you just posted something disgusting.
So
I just wanted the post deleted because it kept popping up.
So
Maybe you shouldn't
She
post shit
marked-
like that, sir.
She marked
Did
you
you learn
for
your
high
lesson?
noon, son.
Nope.
That was crazy.
I post whatever I want.
A fucking monster. All right. I have a good question.
What?
Right?
Ready? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What animal do you think would have the best pair of tits?
Excuse me?
How?
We're not. No.
Furry.
Antonio's a furry.
I'm actually
Confirmed.
trying to think of an answer though.
No. It'd be
No,
monkeys.
relax. You don't have to get into your desires or anything, all right? You weirdos. Just for a second, just think about how
Ow.
weird an animal would look
Ow.
and which animal would look the best with a pair of tits.
Excuse me?
Cow.
A monkey.
How? Yeah, exactly.
Monkey.
Personally, monkey, ew. Oh my,
It'd be hairy.
You just shave.
yeah, that's just
Where
a
did I
chick with
shave
like
it?
mad hair.
You grab a sharp rock and.
Oh!
Listen, we're not here to explain it.
I mean, I would choose like a bird or something, cause they're usually like their chestos are already like
One
out,
called
you know.
a tit.
The blue-footed booby. I'm
There we
pretty
go.
sure that one
There we
would
go.
have.
You
Why do you
see?
know that off the top of your head?
See, that's a pretty good one.
Do you
It's
know
a
that
bird.
kiwis have nostrils on their beaks?
Yes, I told you that.
No, I
They're
learned
the
it last
only-
night in the
they're
game of
the-
Jackbox.
I feel like I've told you that
What
before.
has-
Kiwi
Not
birds
me.
are the only bird to have nostrils at the end of their beak. Also, did you know that
under
their
their beak,
feathers?
you say?
No, at the end of their beak, like at the tip.
Oh, okay.
The podcast needs to have
Sorry.
like a kiwi fact every episode.
Hey, do you want to hear another kiwi fact?
Sure.
Kiwi birds' feathers are more like fur, and they molt it.
I thought all birds molt their feathers though.
But
Yeah.
molten fur.
Well, no, it's more
Isn't
like
that kinda
hair.
just shedding.
Yeah, they shed.
No.
That's weird.
Hold up, I can pull up the facts because I wrote it down.
What?
I wrote down kiwi bird
Archie?
facts.
What?
How does your thing say pooping?
What?
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean his custom thing?
Yeah.
His custom status? He wrote it. It
just
has
popped
loose.
up.
Okay, so kiwi bird fact. It has loose feathers that are more like fur, and unlike other birds, the feathers molt through the year.
Tasty.
Also,
Do you think they taste like chicken?
I don't know. They're an endangered animal, so
Okay.
the egg
And-
takes up to about 20% of the female's body weight.
like a fertilized egg?
Yes. What, Antonio? We can't hear you.
So does it stay inside or what? How come it's
It's an egg. She
come it weighs-
it gets really big, and then she
It
lays
grows
it.
inside of her first.
oh, and then she
she
poops
lays
out
the egg. Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, technically, all animals have eggs. Ours are just soft. And theirs get a hard shell for protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if birds could like shed their feathers like snakes their skin, and then vice versa?
And then you just see like a feathers in the shape of a bird on the side of the road.
The tinglies in my spine.
So, next topic. Is sex work real work? I say yes.
I say yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
I
else
hear
would
it.
it be? Fake work?
I don't know. Some people just don't think it's real work.
Yeah, without them,
I mean,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
not the biggest supporter of sex work. Well, I mean, I am, but I don't know. Some of them on the fence about. Not that I wouldn't support it, but I don't support a lot of people who argue for it to be like legalized.
Wait, they're trying to legalize sex work?
They should, in my
It would
opinion.
make it safer for people who want to do it. Lost my train of thought.
What about
I
you,
was about to
Archie?
say, go on.
What's your opinion in this, Archie? Is sex work real work?
Yeah, it is. It is very well. I don't know. You get
Yeah.
paid for it, don't you?
Maybe if you're good at it.
We don't know.
You have to be
we'll
good.
ask Carla
I just
about
feel
that,
like
don't we?
it's a dehumanizing and demeaning field.
That's only if you make it that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I grew up with Alexis, Texas. Okay, so you know, like
Wow,
that
did you live
shit.
in the same
That
house
shit
as
hits
her?
home. Oh, I almost left the call.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Sorry, all this talk about sex work. I was like, hold on, man, I gotta go check up on Miss Texas.
Hold up.
On what?
Miss
What do you
Texas
mean
does sex
on
work?
what?
I'm
Isn't
confused what we're
pornography
talking
sex
about.
work? Isn't pornography
Yeah.
sex work?
Yes.
So yeah, same shit. I grew up with her.
Huh?
You guys don't understand. Growing up with, you just grow up with sex. It's a joke, because while you grow up, you watch porn.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, you gotta
We get
gotta
it.
be with it. We were doing fine earlier.
Apple.
This is like improv. In improv, you just keep saying yes to every case you get. You gotta say yes.
What if no?
And you're fired.
And
You're
then it
fired.
kills the whole train.
But
The
it
whole
doesn't.
entire train.
You can still say no to
But it
things
does.
and then switch
I mean,
to a
fair
different
enough.
topic.
If you say
X.
Yeah, if you say no like a nice way,
For example.
not like no, like no, fuck your porn. Next topic.
I agree. Fuck your porn. Next topic.
What? That's not a good version.
Okay,
Yeah, but for
Jessica's.
example, saying no to a topic. In my psychology class the other day on Zoom, she was trying to give an example and she was like, "Oh, what's an example of something?" I don't really remember, but someone said abortion and she was like, "No, I'm not getting into that."
But we can get into how humans are trash.
Horrible. Yes, they deserve to die.
I don't know about all that.
You're killing the earth.
Have you ever thought of just not doing the stuff that kills the earth?
I do. I try to. But what I do is not going to stop the earth from being killed.
Well, at least I know now I'm not the only lizard person.
Yeah, it's you and Hillary Clinton.
We are lizard people. We protect the earth.
Yeah.
Not destroy it.
But just because, we are doing something doesn't mean we can't stop, and that doesn't mean we all have to, all humans have to die because of it. You could always just change what
That's
you're
also
doing.
still an option, though.
I mean,
Yeah, but to go to that
at least-
extreme is kind of,
Look at what's happening. So many people are dying, and the earth is healing. Air pollution is so
well, no
good.
shit,
It's
but
so
we could
low.
just stop it.
Okay, then stop it. This is the measure it took for us to realize. As
I
soon as
mean,
this stuff clears up, them factories are gonna open right back up, and their air pollution's gonna go right back in the shitter.
personally, I think it's about time Earth fought back just a little bit. You know,
I
just
think that's what it's
just clean
doing.
up
Boy, Earth didn't
the
do shit.
mess.
It's a bioweapon. Don't even.
You're goddamn right. It's a bioweapon from Earth. I like the way
Not
you
from
think,
weapon,
Connor.
it's from
No.
China.
Humans are the virus.
You're the virus.
Viruses aren't alive, so therefore
The
I'm
thing-
not
the-
alive
the-
then.
What you got to think is, China hate the fact that they were the ones that blamed for it. They might not have been blamed for it because there was a time before, like Spanish flu. It's only got called the Spanish flu because the first reported case was in Spain, so they just called it the Spanish flu, and Spain wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, and like they shouldn't do that, and it's always done that, and that's like people argue, oh, we always do that. That doesn't make it any better.
Just because it was the first
I
reported
agree.
case, like first like publicly reported like case was in Spain, they just
Calling
classed it as
it
the
a
Spanish flu.
Yeah, calling it a Chinese virus is very like what's the word? Like
Mean.
racist and oppressive, and it makes people like be discriminatory against Asians, and there's been so many hate crimes going on. Like I saw a post that I shared on Facebook today, like a 2-year-old little Asian boy got stabbed in a Walmart.
Mm.
How is that? How does that make sense? Like, oh, he's Chinese, I must kill him because Chinese virus. Like, I don't understand their
Yeah.
thought process.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't get how people
Stabbing them isn't
name
gonna
the
stop the
children.
virus.
Yeah, like how do you go? The first thing you do is attack a child. Like, are you mental? Like, they don't even know what's going on
Yes.
themselves. Like, are you? Like,
I know.
what is
Yeah.
wrong with people?
And these hate crimes are happening in America. Just because they look Asian does not mean they've had any contact with China. If that's the correlation they're trying to get behind, like, oh, they could have brought it from China. Like, who said they were in China? They're Americans. Like, you don't know.
Seriously, like, and it's a child in America. That's like, how does this not add up in your fucking hillbilly
They're
brain?
just stupid.
Please think.
I agree.
Oh,
People are stupid.
also, one of our friends tagged me in something on Facebook an hour or so ago. 6ix9ine is getting released from jail because of coronavirus worries.
I'm pretty sure he was already out of jail.
New
I
album
don't know.
on deck.
Here, let me pull up the post.
I'm pretty sure he was
New
already out of
album
it
on
because
deck.
I'm pretty sure I saw a video of him out in the streets being like, "Hey yo, where all these? Where they say, hey, pull up outside. I'm
Says
out."
Tekashi 6ix9ine will go free from prison today over coronavirus fears.
I thought he was already out. That's weird.
Could have been like on trial when you saw the videos.
Might
Because
have.
like just because he wasn't actually in the jail yet.
I also heard that they were like releasing a whole bunch of like jail dudes. Is that true?
How does
Yeah,
that
that
make
is true.
sense?
Are you kidding
One
me?
of a family, not my family member, but an extended family member got out of jail recently because of coronavirus.
How
Is
does
it
that
because
make any
like their
sense?
time was already close to getting up and they're just like
It's mainly like
getting them out
minor
early?
crimes.
Oh, okay. I mean, what 6ix9ine did wasn't really a minor crime. I feel like it's just because he's rich. But you know what I am
I think it's
happy
because
about?
he snitched.
Einstein
Wow.
has coronavirus.
Who?
I hope
Who?
he's suffering. Harvey Weinstein
Of all the people.
actually assaulted and raped hundreds of people.
Mm.
It took hundreds of people taking him to court for him to get like, what's the word? Like looked into,
Yeah.
investigated. Yeah.
All right, sounds like justice has made a full circle.
Facts. Imagine if they were like, "Oh, we're gonna let him out of jail because of coronavirus." Like that's the part I don't get. Like, if minor
Yeah,
crimes, yeah, okay, I get it. but I don't feel like that's a way. Just because there's a virus doesn't mean they should get out of jail. If they're in jail, I feel like it's for a reason. I know the system is broken, but
Honestly, it might be safer in there too, because at least
honestly,
fucking
because
it's
it's like
contained.
contained. Like, yeah, it'll spread faster, but if it's not there yet, then
Yeah, keep their asses in there.
yeah.
Check at the chat real quick, but continue talking. I think it's mainly just
so-
because just text it. I think it's just because they're releasing people because they don't want to have to deal with
Guess
like
what?
taking
If they
care
all
of people.
then no more money will be spent.
Yeah, well they'll still have to.
People who are just gonna rot away in jail be living.
Yeah, but some other people aren't.
Yeah, but like violent crime people, you know what I mean?
Violent crime people aren't getting released, I don't think. But
No, that's
like,
not my point. I'm
but, like,
talking about like if they all die. I mean, I wouldn't really be upset.
I mean, I guess.
Woo!
I don't know about all that. I feel like death is such like an easier solution instead of having to live out a shitty, life in jail.
Yeah,
Because that's a real
what a lot of people
punishment.
say. Like they don't want the death penalty because they want them to suffer in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'd
suffers
rather
a-
just suffer and die.
I
be
mean,
out of
jail is
this
for
world.
rehabilitation. Hopefully, the longer they're in there, they come out a different person. Like that's.
Okay, yeah, sure,
You guys
but
want them-
people who are like
you
sick
want
in the
them to suffer?
head, like child molesters, like they are like the statistics show they will always reoffend.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
literally cannot
that I didn't
change
know.
their thoughts, and if they've already acted on it, they're just gonna do it again. Usually, like statistically.
Statistically.
Sheesh, that's rough. I mean, to hell with those
Like,
guys,
see,
right?
things like murder are seen as the worst, but honestly, a lot of murder can be justified. So, like sex crimes, there's no justification for those.
You can justify murder. Go ahead, I want to hear one.
Self-defense, killing an abuser, revenge. I mean, I still see those as justifications.
I don't see revenge
is
as
justified.
justification.
I knew there was something up with this.
Yeah, me too.
Revenge is justified.
Revenge is justified. Like killing your abuser, that's kind of revenge. Like you finally get the chance. Like not even out of self-defense. Like say you see him 5 years later, I would kill him too. Like
Oh, you're right. I knew there was something wrong here.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
how do you not agree?
Well,
because
'cause-
I don't
Like
think a
petty
life should be
revenge. I'm
snatched.
talking about like serious like revenge.
Right, and
And
okay,
take
so
revenge out. I'm still talking about like self-defense, killing an abuser.
Self-defense is justifiable.
self-defense counts 5 years later.
Yes, but some people still go to jail for murder, even if it was in self-defense, because our system is broken. You know how many women who were like being abused by men and then they kill him finally, and then they go to jail? That happens often. I don't know about often. I don't know the actual numbers, but it happens, and it shouldn't. So yes, murder is
abuse
justifiable.
shouldn't be happening
What
in
if
the
someone
first place.
like tortured? Like, what if someone like raped your kid and you kill them? That's revenge, but I justify that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people would justify that, but women.
Exactly. So revenge is justified.
I think it's just case by case.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely a gray area, and it's different circumstances with each situation. The whole 5 year thing, the whole 5 years later, I'm like, I don't know about that one, but in the moment, definitely. Like, if she rips that dude to shreds,
Yeah, fair.
if she rips him to shreds in the moment, I'm cheering her on. By the way, like, if I'm a cop and I walk in on her just whooping this dude because like, and I put the scene together,
He'll join
I'm like,
in.
here, you want my baton? Here. Take
For
my
real?
stun gun.
Here's the pistol.
I personally still think 5 years later is justified, but I see where y'all are coming from that it's not.
You can
It's not
see
funny.
you don't understand. I mean, it's funny because the way you're like wording it is like I can see why, but
I mean,
like
I
it's still
understand you have
justified.
your own opinion that like, oh, it's later, like it won't really be justified because it's too much time has passed. But like, if something happened to you that's gonna affect you for the rest of your life, then yeah, 5 years later they should have the right to kill them if they see them again.
I feel like
I mean,
the abuser should be suffering in jail for the rest of their life.
You know how many 99% of rapes go like
yeah, like
un
unnoticed even.
get what's the word? What'd you say?
Unnoticed.
Unnoticed. Well, I think 99 go unreported, but like there's such a high number of people that never get like sent to jail. I don't know the term, but I don't know the word I'm trying to use.
Now here's I'll save it for after the break, but uh I feel like men should talk more about their abusers because a
You
lot of
mean
that
men
goes,
should talk more about their abusers?
yeah,
Like they should talk about it more?
like they should uh like most men don't like talk about abuse that they receive, you
Mhm.
know? Because of like pride and stuff, they don't want to admit that they were abused because it seems unmanly and stuff like that.
And like
So
for sure, yeah.
so men like
Should be able to talk about it more.
yeah, they should be able to talk about it more and should get justice for it.
Right. A lot of court cases like won't take it to court or even like in their brain accept that they've been raped or something just because they're like, oh, I mean, a lot of people have that mindset like, oh, men can't get raped, like you're stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
kind of sad.
true.
And we know as grown men we have been children before. Like we have been small, weak, and defenseless. So
I
we
mean, even
can,
as
yes, in
adults,
fact,
you
be.
can still like. I mean, it's
Yeah, that too, that too.
Yeah. It's just like really one-sided.
I feel like she was in the middle of a sentence, and
oh no,
she's still
I
there.
wasn't. I just
I mean, hey, that's a pretty touchy subject. You know, there's there's a lot of dudes
yeah.
in here,
Yeah.
but
I don't know
there's
the
only one
exact year,
female in here.
but wait, what's a thing? Oh,
Is
Okay, well
somebody
we're
doing
gonna
Reiki?
start this break a little early. We're gonna go on a break right now. Go.
Right. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. Just took a quick break, and Kyle, what's the next topic?
The next topic is gonna be about teens are starting younger to have sexual intercourse, which is in my eyes kind of disgusting.
Disgusting isn't the word, Kyle.
I mean, I don't think
Over
kids
to Archie with sports.
what do you constitute as a teen?
a teen is like anybody above the age of 12 and younger than I guess 18 because they're not
18.
adults.
All right.
Um I've been seeing more on like social media of like younger people bragging and or talking about uh like, hey bro, I'm banging bitches and they're like 13. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to be doing all that whenever you're
Well,
12, 13 years old.
I agree with you. I feel like they only are doing it because adults are doing it more. And because like back in like the 50s, 60s, like no one talked about sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't, and then now that it's like more open, kids are seeing it in pop culture and from their parents and from other people, like older siblings maybe. So they're like, oh, this is cool. This is what I need to do. So they're just like, oh, ho, ho, I'm having sex. I mean, you know what I mean? They're just like monkey see, monkey do.
I think it's because of how the internet mainly hypes it up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's become like a social craze.
Not that it should be
Absolutely.
shamed, but it shouldn't be like romanticized to just fuck people
Yeah,
you don't know. Like,
it
all right,
shouldn't.
weird flex.
Weird flex. You lost your virginity super young. But yeah, but sex shouldn't be shamed though. Like you can still talk about it, but like younger people shouldn't be experimenting like that. Well,
Maybe
at their
not too
age.
young. I feel like 16, 17's a
16,
fair
17
age.
is like is like the like normal age that
16, 17 is definitely young.
Said too young?
Yeah, I like
Not to be like
18.
sexually active, but like, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. Not to be like fucking a bunch of different people, but like to experiment. Yeah, I feel like that's a good age.
yeah.
I mean, all right, fine. You can't go the whole way. Like, I don't want to hear my son doing stuff like that. Though, 16.
Wait, gonna
Bruh,
stop them
please.
though.
I mean,
I'm like, go play some sports or something. That's old people shit. That's so old people shit. Don't worry about that. Be a kid.
Yeah.
Children to look for more important other than
yeah, like focusing on school.
no focusing on dreams and making themselves happy. That's important. Not a lot of people know what happy feels like.
Yeah.
But sit there and say, "Oh, I love to have sex. It makes me happy." No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Just say
No.
that because that's what you think society says.
And society is wrong. Society is wrong.
It
I
is.
agree with that.
Who hurt you, Archie?
It was Antonio. He came over.
Look what you did, Antonio.
You flew all the way over.
I didn't do anything. He broke my heart. All right. We'll talk about this during another podcast. Not the talk.
Next
That's
episode,
another topic.
a whole episode dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Oh god, no.
We already have drama in the podcast. Great, more views.
Stop. Time.
Pause the recording. Cut it out.
Cut it out.
I want it out of here.
My face hurts.
Your face hurts? Why?
Cause you ever smiled so much,
We know you
could-
your
love
face
us.
just hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
sorta.
you smile and laugh too much, your cheeks get sore.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna start having a cramp.
Well, it's not the only
Ew,
one.
imagine if you get a cramp in your cheek.
Ew, that sounds horrible. How do you even fix that? You're gonna end up like punching the side of your face to get the cramp.
I don't
Gotta
even
do
know
what
how
you
you
gotta
get
do.
rid of cramps. I've never had
Yeah,
a
you
cramp
don't,
in
you
my
just kinda
life,
wait. Wow.
which I am so happy. I've had a broken arm though. That's a funny story actually,
How have you never had a cramp?
cause I don't know. How do you get a cramp?
For too long.
Well, I'm a female, so
You never swam for too long, or was uncomfortable for too long, and then your leg was like, like it started freaking out.
No. I've never
Are you
had that problem.
serious?
I've swam for
Kyle
like
also told me he's
hours.
never had a headache, so I think Kyle's just a freak of nature.
Are you immune to some coronavirus, sir? Your blood.
We need your
Shit,
blood.
probably Kyle's the answer.
Hey, no. So the funny thing
My
about how
man, come get him.
Ooh, no. I broke my arm whenever I was real little. I was jumping on my parents' bed, and there was like these shell things, and I was jumping on the bed, and they were also on the bed because I was playing with them, and I slipped on it like mid jump, and I flew off the back of the bed. I flew off the bed and landed on my arm, and it really hurt. And I ran crying to my mom, and she's like, "Hey, it's fine. Kissed it better. I felt good."
Your broken arm.
um, no, but I went later that night. I went to sleep, and then I woke up midway through the night, and I walked up to my mom and woke her up. I was like, "My mom, my arm hurts," and like my bone was just poking up in the skin. So like it was like
Oh.
up, and she's like, "Ah!" And that's how I broke my arm, from falling off a bed.
Did y'all not notice that when it first happened?
Because
No
it
more
didn't,
monkeys jumping on the show.
because the bone didn't move up until later that night. I don't know what did it, but like I
Interesting.
broke the arm. She kissed it. I felt better. Continued to play the entire
She broke
day.
the arm.
No, the ground broke my arm.
The magic mum kiss, you know.
Yeah,
Come on, guys.
kiss. Yeah, gets rid of all the pain.
It's like a sensu bean from Dragon.
Hey, Brit. What's that one healing nurse in My Hero Academia?
I think her name is Hero. Some corny.
Excuse me?
It's really corny. Really, it's a good. I don't like the fact that these children are going around whipping these adults. They're full-grown adults getting bodied by these smart children. Unbelievable. We're not
Unbelievable.
gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're not getting in the anime because I feel like I don't think Jessica's watched it, so
Not really.
she's out of the
I've never
loop.
seen it either.
Yeah. I bet you it's like Magic Girl or something. Actually, I'm gonna go look it up. While y'all talk.
So, is it still a motorcycle with 3 wheels?
I think it's a tricycle.
No,
You said,
but
is it still a motorcycle? Nothing in the word
Yeah.
motorcycle says two.
that is. So does that make a car a motorcycle?
I don't know what makes a motorcycle a motorcycle.
2 wheels.
No.
Yeah.
But what if it has 3?
What if my car
It
loses
is
2 wheels?
depressing. It's only 2 wheels.
Then is my
unfortunately.
car a motorcycle?
I don't know.
I would love to
Is
have
your motorcycle a car?
3.
That's the real question.
What's the? Did Archie just?
That's what?
You just meme.
Oh, her name is Recovery Girl.
There you go. See, I was close.
Yeah. Very generic.
A gay name.
It is. Talking about motorcycles, I got my motorcycle endorsement, so now I ride my scooter everywhere.
Hey.
I was not allowed to earlier because, it
You
was
ride it everywhere.
hell yeah, I ride it everywhere. It's my favorite thing to ride.
I'm calling the police.
Excuse me, what do you mean?
You're not staying inside and being a good human.
I'm reporting you.
Hey, listen, lockdown doesn't start till like midnight tonight. Well, 12:01.
Better be home before 11:59.
Yeah, more like 12:01, or else I'm gonna get like shot by the police.
Huh?
Issued on site.
Fucking KOS.
I guess I'll just take my cat on a walk more to get outside.
You what? You fucking what?
I sent a video in the group chat. I took my cat out on a walk.
You just sent us a video of your cat walking back on the concrete.
Yeah, he was on a walk with me. We were heading
Followed
home
you
at
the
that
whole
time. Yeah, he followed me the whole time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a pretty epic cat.
Should get him a harness.
I'm thinking about it.
You should get a basket for your scooter so he can ride with you, or put him in a backpack or something.
I have a backpack. I could probably put him in and like have his head poke out the front.
If he gets scared, I'd be scared he'd jump out.
Nah.
I feel like that
Gotta
cat.
get like one of them cat bags with the clear and the hole so they could breathe.
Cat in a like fast moving situation is going to dip.
I don't know. He hops in the car sometimes and just kind of hangs out. Like, Shay has, like, he'll, like, jump up into the car and, Shayna had to turn back and drop off the cat because he was just chilling inside.
Personally, kittens get me.
Kittens.
Oh,
listen.
Archie, guess what?
What?
Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed past its previous May 29th release date. Delayed indefinitely, no new release date set.
Bruh.
Archie's already pre-ordered it.
You better ask for your fucking money back, bro. Hey, bro, give me my sheet.
I pre-ordered it on the store, so I can't.
Oh.
Aw. Email Sony and be like, bitch, what the fuck? Give me my money.
Give me my money back. Bro, that means we'd have a bit of money for the rest. I'll get paid. So.
I want to hear about my dream.
Yeah.
You what?
I had a
podcast would
dream
love it.
that I bought some merch and I was looking at like all the price tags on it. I don't think I bought it. I think I just like won some merch or something. So I got a bag and I was in like a school classroom and I was looking through it. And I used to be a big fan of like professional wrestling when I was really young. You know, like WWE type shit, the fake shit. So I got like merch from a couple wrestlers and it was like regular merch price. But then there was one shirt that was like $8,000. It was worth like $8,000. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? You know, like some Supreme type shit, some overpriced shirt. And then there was a letter inside and like it was like, oh, apparently I had told one of the wrestlers, Jeff Hardy, that he had found out that I was like a broke ass bitch and he gave me like $11,000 cash in an envelope.
Bruh.
And then I was in the classroom with one other girl, so I told her about it. And then she told her little cousin. And when I was riding the bus home from school in my dream, the little girl robbed me. And I beat this little girl's ass and made her give me all my shit back.
Was this little girl?
She was like 6.
Oh no.
Well, she shouldn't have fucking robbed me. Yeah, that was
In
my
your dream.
Yep.
I feel like you're gonna walk past a little girl and you're gonna like look at her. Bitching.
On site.
Tripping.
Bitch, gonna steal my Jeff Hardy match. Fuck.
No, I was mad that she stole my $11,000 cash.
Right, really?
You want to know what merch I want to get?
What?
The disappointment hoodie from ODS.
Haven't seen it.
It's basically just a white hoodie or black. And it looks like a Supreme hoodie, but instead of it having Supreme, it just says disappointment.
In a little box.
I'll actually pose.
You could just design your own.
That is true. My own disappointment hoodie. I'd wear it all the time.
We all
Why
love
would someone-
disappointment hoodies.
Why would someone?
What, Antonio? You lagged out.
Why would somebody make that? That hurts.
I mean, it
Disappointment
sells like
hoodie.
hotcakes, so.
Oh, then I should get my.
Oh well, do hot cakes actually sell?
Pretty
Ooh,
good.
was that a burn? A burn?
I don't know. I don't
No.
eat human food.
What the fuck do you eat then?
Junk.
Cat food would
I'd take in the sun's vibes.
Photosynthesis.
Oh, he eats like SpongeBob when he was trapped in the house.
I forgot about that. Get away, Penny.
Yeah.
I remember when Patrick took off the gorilla mask and it was Patrick, but the gorilla took off the Patrick mask and it was the gorilla.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I remember the episode
fucked.
where there was a gorilla that was actually Patrick, but then there was Patrick who was actually the gorilla.
Oh,
fucking-
yeah.
It rides away on a zebra. Oh, amazing.
Whenever they try and get him out of the house. Wooga.
I'm confused as shit right now. I haven't seen that episode before.
You don't watch SpongeBob, Archie?
I have watched it, I just haven't seen that episode.
I'll watch more. It's a really old episode.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is going to be the end of our podcast. Thanks for listening. Thank you. Give us your money through ad revenue.
Facts.